Hey, what's up? How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's fine. I hope everything is fine with you guys listening. I want to give you guys, and if not, I hope things get better soon for you and your loved ones. I would just like to give you a warm welcome to my channel. I'd like to welcome you to my channel. My name is JL the Seagull, and this is my second channel. I started my first one in July of I think it was 2017, and just it's been an interesting almost 2 years. And I thought to myself, well, I think it's about right that I do something a little, the next level up, and so I says, I want to do something kind of big. And well, it was clear what I wanted to do. I wanted to advertise on David Icke's website. And so here we are. Yeah, how's that? Man, isn't life great? Life is great. Life can be great. But obviously for a lot of people it's not. So this is why I'm doing what I'm doing. Because I feel that the governments of the world, I feel that the mainstream media, the mainstream everything, as David Icke likes to say, is not completely, but is actually very toxic to human health, human society, to life actually, not just human life, all life. A lot of life is hurt by the decisions these men in dark suits make, these men behind the scenes make, and behind the funders and the campaign funders and all these things, and there are other beings that are beyond approach, so in their own society, and behind those beings are beings that the group and the people in group A who can't approach that being in group B don't know of the existence of the being group C. It's just one guy, and then behind him is maybe another 2, 3, 4 levels of secrecy, past whatever you may think you may think is calling the shots. Not true. This goes beyond all the way up. And when you start going up the chain of command, it goes up into hybrids. It goes on into full out alien beings even. And then it goes up into other dimensions. And in those dimensions, simply put, the spectrum of light, of electromagnetic light, of what we can see, that band is like 0.0%, something like that. And what do you think is there? What do you think is that? Or the ghosts that people see, or premonitions, or the spirituality, the spiritual things, this exists. And so about I got some music. I like to play music in the background. It kind of like helps me to focus and keep on a good rhythm. But at this point, I'm sure you're probably wondering, who is this guy? You guys are probably wondering. You guys want to know, well, who is this guy? Man, I want to know too. Shoot, that's part of my thing. But one thing that I just want to tell you guys is that my videos tend to go anywhere from half an hour to an hour. Usually it's been 45 minutes recently. But I've had a channel. My last channel, I think I put up something like 150 uploads, and over a year and a half, year and 3/4, and some of them would be. I've had shows that are even 2 hours, and I just rant. Excuse me. I'll rant. I'll have this is therapeutic for me. This is like, for me, like talk therapy also. So I'll just get the microphone and I'll just vent, But a lot of the times what I do is prayer. And I try to talk about some of the topics, some of the topics that I think don't get as much attention in the mainstream media as they should. I think they're topics that Americans and people all over the world, I think we should start to care about the plight of our fellow man and woman and child, and we are a human family. And I think it's time that we start seeing each other as such, that we're all connected, but that there's the individuals who run the world, and I'm talking about, the governmental, I'm talking about financial, media, entertainment, practically every organization, structural, police enforcement, military, all that stuff, is all these beings, and some of them do, a lot of them are, and they know. Certainly the ones that are like supervisors, or your managers, or your CEOs, for sure. There is, behind the scenes, a network, and it could be said it's more like a religion, And this religion, which ties all of these people in different fields of life, of society, connects all of them. You know what I'm saying? They have all of this in common. And, so it's like a hidden hand, more like, a claw. And it's like a hidden claw. And this hidden claw is controlling the actions and the decisions made by these professionals. And religious, you look at the Vatican. So these people are the ones calling the shots, and on the flip side, they are part of a religion. I don't need to go into specifics. I am sure you can guess as to what I'm talking about. Let's do a little research. So this religion worships, this is what I'm going back to, spiritual, and I guess I can share a little bit about myself, and that is my own little personal awakening. I'll keep it very brief. I'm decided to scratch that. I think I'm just gonna go with the flow of being in the now, being in the present. But I too had my little personal journey of waking up, and actually thinking and seeing that. So this is real. Like, we all see the videos on YouTube, and we all heard about the Illuminati. Somebody told us about them once or twice in life, and we didn't take it seriously. But here's something I do want to talk about. How about Mossad? Israeli intelligence being associated, and not in a good way, with the murder of John F. Kennedy. How about Mossad, Israeli intelligence, being seen, agents being seen on 9/11 and being involved there? So, you see how Donald Trump, a puppet of the same claw which controls all these people, says we have to support Israel 100%. Every president does that. They campaign and they say one thing. It doesn't matter if it's Democrat or Republican. They say one thing while they're campaigning, and then they get in office and they do something totally different. Donald Trump said he was going to drain the swamp. Well, I don't know. You take a look at Pompeo and Mattis and Pence, and I see a lot of George Bush with Dick Cheney calling the shots, and Colin Powell going to war in Iraq. So, the same claw. and what they're trying to do in Venezuela. And then you look at the financial systems, and you see how the currencies of the world are all controlled by one family. And guess where they have set up headquarters in? And guess what their buildings are designed like? There's a lot of symbolism there. There's a whole lot of symbolism there. A lot of symbolism, and it's there's a lot of symbolism there, and you have to think to yourself, is it just coincidence when you turn over the dollar bill and it's loaded with symbolism and all the occult symbolism? That's real stuff. So you look at the president and what's going on and what they want to do, and then you look at Israel again. Let's turn back. Let's look at Israel. It's easy to look at another country and then see what they're doing. All right. So we have Donald Trump, who says we have to support Israel 100%. That is true. Well, you look at what this Israeli government and how they treat the Palestinian people. I rest my case. These guys are terrorists. Show me who who you're around with, and I'll tell you who you are. The U.S. government, U.S. military is also a terrorist organization. And you see how they treat the Palestinian people, and you see what they want. They want more violence. More violence. You see the politicians, how they don't try any kind of diplomacy. They don't try any kind of peace talks. It's always escalation. And you see how the media is lies and how they are just propaganda to get you to believe what they want you to believe. And how they've been caught lying. Recently, NBC was caught photoshopping pictures of a little baby to make it seem like the child was suffering from measles. Well, I think what they're trying to do is this is anti-vaccine. This is propaganda. This is to get people to against it. They don't want people to question what their government mandates. And yet again, you have Donald Trump, who is kind of your suave character going in. He's talking a lot of truths, half-truths, or more truths at least, or actual truth. Yeah, he's actually getting to the point, to the matter in his campaign. That's why I think so many people, really fell for Donald Trump. But he only went so far. I remember even there's a clip of Newt Gingrich saying on Fox News, he said, he's not part of the secret societies, but his body language betrayed him. And I think there's channels like A Black Child. He's done great exposés on the Donald Trumps and how the Freemasons, once again the claw. He's got the claw controls everything. And that's another thing we can talk about, is the censorship for any kind of dissent of the government. So then you have to wonder, why is the truth so powerful? Because the truth finally explains things. This is a big deal. I also do talks in Spanish, when I'm venting, so that's gonna be a big thing. This one's just pure English, that's fine. That's alright. But I do talks in Spanish, and I'm just so happy to kind of have a little introduction, to be able to talk to each other, And, if you guys know me, one thing I will talk about is love and aloha. The only thing that matters in life is your aloha, is the love, the positive difference you can make in the world while you're still here. That's one thing that's for sure, guaranteed, is we're gonna return back to the other spiritual realms. But right now, we're here, we're alive on this earth. And while I'm here, thank God, I've been given the chance to make a difference, to speak to someone and tell them, share my point of view. We all matter. Every single one of us. I love you guys. Bye for now.